My name is Robert, and today I want to share a story, one that might sound familiar to you. A story about time, about change, and about the day when the mirror no longer recognizes your face. There was a time when I used to look in the mirror every morning just to check if my hair was neat, if my smile still looked bright, if I was ready to face the world. But now, each time I stand in front of that same mirror, I feel as if I'm staring at someone else. There are faint lines where smooth skin used to be, tiny wrinkles around my eyes, and a gaze that no longer shines with the same spark. I keep wondering, when did all of this change? Time never warned me. It just kept moving, quietly leaving its fingerprints on my face, on my body, and on my soul. The frightening part of growing old isn't the gray hair, nor the skin that begins to sag. It's when I can no longer recognize the person staring back at me. I look into his eyes, and I see someone who once dared to dream, but now looks tired. I ask that reflection, do you still remember who we used to be? But the mirror stays silent. It never answers. It only returns the same gaze, familiar yet distant. I've realized something. Since we were young, we were taught to fear age. We talk about youth as if it's the only time worth living. We chase careers, love, recognition, anything that makes us feel valuable. And then, one day, we stop running. We turn around and realize that somewhere along the way, we lost something far more precious, ourselves. I used to believe that aging meant losing everything, but maybe it's the moment we start finding what truly matters. One morning, I looked into the mirror differently, not with fear, not with denial, but with curiosity. And there, I saw something I hadn't seen before. I saw someone who had survived storms, loves that ended, laughter that healed, losses that scarred, and all of them still lived behind those eyes. I realized this face wasn't just older, it was a map of my life. Every wrinkle, every line marked a lesson, a memory, a moment of endurance. And for the first time in a long while, I smiled at my reflection and whispered, "Thank you for coming this far." Now I understand. Time isn't a thief, as I once thought. It's a teacher, firm but fair. It takes something from us only so we can learn to cherish what remains. I no longer resent the gray hairs because each strand tells a story of sleepless nights, of worry that eventually passed. I no longer hide the wrinkles because each one is proof of laughter, tears, and love that was real. Old age is not the end of the road. It's the moment we finally stop running and start realizing that life's value lies not in how far we go, but in how deeply we feel every step of the journey. These days, I still look in the mirror every morning, not to mourn what's changed, but to greet an old friend, myself. I smile and say, "Your face may have changed, but your heart is still here." And maybe that's what aging really means. Not losing who we were, but discovering who we've become. Because when the mirror no longer recognizes your face, that's when you finally begin to recognize your soul. Thank you for listening, and I hope that the next time you stand before the mirror, you look at yourself a little more gently and love whatever or whoever looks back at you.